So I've been going back and forth with a couple of you guys in the comments, right? Kind of regarding this position here. I personally think that this is the moderate position. The concept of a reciprocal tariff. If they are tariffing us, let me go ahead and put this in other words. For example, let's say you and I are best friends, right? And you decide to charge me consistently for every single thing that I'm doing, basically. That I say one day, multiple years later, I say, okay, hold on. I've been actually having to pay, let's say, right, you for everything that I'm doing. So going forward, I'm going to go ahead and charge you, a small amount of money, right? Just a small percentage of what, it's just a small amount of money. I don't understand how that's not fair. Okay, like maybe I am an absolute idiot. I could be. I'm telling you, I have no problem with exposing my ignorance or lack of knowledge on topics. I have no problem with that. If I am uninformed, please inform me, guys. But inform me nicely in the comments. Don't yell at me and say, you know what, that's wrong. How dare the richest country on earth, decide one day it no longer wants to be taken advantage of, right? How dare that country say, you know what, you're going to have to pay us now, period, right? That's it. Or start building your things in our country. I don't get the issue, but it could just be me, which is fine. It's fine. Let me know in the comments. But either way, Europe apparently is coming to the table now. They're offering 0 tariffs. Let's see where this goes, guys. This is a suggestion via Discord.
Oh, the European Union announced that they are already coming to the table.
We stand ready to negotiate with the United States. Indeed, we have offered 0 tariffs for industrial goods, as we have successfully done with many other trading partners.
Industrial only?
Because Europe is always ready for a good deal, so we keep it on the table.
So as suspected, this was always a grand negotiation. Come on, he wrote The Art of the Deal. After all, Brian, Eric Trump put out a tweet last week, and who knows President Trump better than family? I get he's not in the administration, but right. I think this is spot on. Eric Trump said this: I wouldn't want to be the last country that tries to negotiate a trade deal with Trump. The first to negotiate will win. The last will absolutely lose. I've seen this movie my entire life, and I think we are watching this movie play out.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see, because the president was asked a number of times directly, are you looking to negotiate? Are you looking to get countries to deal with you? And he said no, we want to talk to be. He was almost vague. And then I watched Lutnick, and I watched Bessent, and I watched, and then this morning you see Kevin Hassett. They don't just come out and say, we're looking for the best deal possible with as many countries as we can. And I don't know if that's President Trump saying, I'm going to wait on the sale. I'm going to let people think so the deal gets better and their initial offer gets better. Because so far, really promising things. Italy, for example, says, I want to de-escalate. I'd like to deal. Japan, they spoke this morning over the weekend, indications from the foreign minister. They want to do a deal and renegotiate. The EU is new to me. I didn't know that just came through. But
just
the French
happened now,
also say
apparently.
It could cost us 0.5% of our GDP. So we want a deal. You had Cambodia and Vietnam. Now, you might think small countries. They do a lot of textile work for us. So I think this is huge if the president wants to do it, because I think a part of him says, if I do a deal too quick, I don't know if I'm going to bring manufacturing back. And if I do a deal too quick, I'm not going to get the tariff revenue, which I was hoping to use to de-emphasize the income tax. So I'm just watching this. I'm in the audience. I don't think anybody knows except the president what he's doing next.
Hey,
right. Oh, that's over. That was a short video. Well, guys, when it comes to Cambodia, I definitely think under no circumstance should you lower specifically Cambodia or Vietnam. Yeah, small countries, absolutely. But the problem here is that, guys, China is basically using these countries as proxies. So, yeah, China is getting hit with a gigantic amount of tariffs. This is a fact here. But what they're doing is now starting to build manufacturer or centers, let's say, warehouses inside of these other countries, specifically Cambodia. So I definitely do not think that we should be lowering anything in Cambodia. I think that's just the reality of that specific situation. Now, in terms of France, that's weird, bro, because literally yesterday he was yelling at us for doing this. Okay, so now to hear some information about them realizing that it's going to affect their overall GDP, which is expected, right? Mainly their chocolate, right? It's going to affect it. and pastries and things like that we buy internationally pretty much consistently, and a couple of other things that we do buy from France consistently. But yeah, it's going to affect you, bro. And I'm definitely glad that he has decided that it's going to be in the country's best interest to do some type of deal with us. Because if you think that it is still the era of us paying you excessively for things and you not, that's not happening anymore, bro. It can't. I think we're all done with that now, bro. We're all done. We're all done. But either way, let me know in the comments what you guys think. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly.